Hello, everybody. Welcome to another GuruDan Reiki Wellness Wednesday event. Today is September 20th, 2017. Please get comfortable. Please get your water. Please get your candles, your crystals, your comfort. Get comfortable. You can be seated. You can be reclined. You can be laying down. You can have your eyes open, your eyes closed. Let's get started. Please take some larger than normal breaths. Breaths that expand your rib cage if you have a rib cage. If you're a non-physical being watching, some pulses for you. You know what I mean. And then you take a series of deep breaths or pulses. As your attention comes to you, your focus comes to like your face area, your third eye area, your ascension area. Please think of an animal or a place that brings a smile to your face. Still aware of your kind of third eye area, take your focus to the center of the planet, the core of the earth. Sit there a second, kind of sense the space. And if you can envision a spark of golden light being gifted to you, this golden light is a piece of source, but it's also a piece of you. So this gold may have a particular tint or hue. It will be whatever tint or hue of gold it needs to be for you this day. Please bring your attention back up to yourself. Allow the golden light to follow. Allow the golden light to come up through your body and out the top of your head into infinity. Allow the presence of this golden light to amplify. To the point that its radiation radiates what you perceive to be outside of your body, a safe distance or a comfortable distance around you. Not that you are in a cocoon idea, but more that you're more or less a piece of the radiance of this light. Acclimate to this energy a moment. Take a nice breath, or a couple of them. You may feel or sense a comfort, Sometimes people sense it as a null kind of sensation. It's not positive, it's not negative, it's exactly attuned to you. This kind of null spot, yet radiant. So you're aware of the energy. And this energy is attuned for you. You can access this energy at any time. Doesn't have to be just these events. It could be anytime you're out, say you're at a park, or anytime you're in a nice place. You can take your attention to the core, be gifted the spark, bring it up. And you can soak in these energies if you like. You can always reconnect. Why? Why can you connect? Because this is a piece of you. This is you. This is another piece of you. That's why you can always reconnect. This is when you bring your focus to your third eye, you come into your divinity, and then you go to the core of the planet and you pick up another piece of, but that's your physical divinity grabs a piece of your non-physical source, right? Another piece of divinity. And that's why this is all possible, because this is all you. Okay, so in case those were really wondering the whys and the wherefores of how this works, why is this? Because it is. It exists. This is you. You are it. It is you. All right. As you kind of sense and scan yourself, kind of sense around in these energies, some are around your heart center. Please envision a golden tendril of light coming out from you, in front of you, a comfortable distance. And imagine this energy flattening out in the idea of a golden wall. It's still non-physical, but it's somewhat physical. It's physical enough we're going to stick things to this wall. Take a nice breath and acclimate to the energy of this wall being in front of you, that you have access to. You have access to the surface of this wall. Non-physicals can note the structure. Thank you, I will. All right. If you've come for healing for yourself, or if you're already well, but you might wish something else for yourself, prosperity, perhaps. A situation of an abnormal amount of abundance, perhaps. Or perhaps what you would look like if everything went your way. And in the idea of healing, if you are been told, agree with, that perhaps you are some kind of unwell, please envision yourself in a well and happy state. What if you didn't have this thing? What if you didn't have this illness? What would your health look like to you? What do you believe you would look like if you were healthy? And if you were healthy, how happy would you be? What would this happiness look like? What might it even feel like? Or if you're already well and you're wondering about, what would I look like if I was prosperous? What would I look like if I were abnormally abundant? Or what would I look like if everything went my way? And take a mental snapshot of that image of you, this healthy, happy, wealthy, prosperous, universally supported you, and take that image and place it on the wall. I know. Can that image get any better? That beautiful, beautiful image. And if you just thought it could be better, whatever that better looks like, quickly add it to that image that you just put on the wall. If you just had a last second thought thing, pop right in there, transmute that. What would that look like? And put that image along with your image that's already there. Leave nothing behind. And when you put that image there, and for everything that you place on the wall, take it out of your mind and put it on the wall. The wall is going to store this. It doesn't have to stay in your mind anymore. Release it. Detach from it. Zero expectation of it. Complete unconditionality. Complete detachment from the idea. This is what I look like well. Not to be thought of again. Or this is what I look like prosperous. Now let's go to the idea of partners, loved ones, immediate family, and close friends. This large group of people, if you are aware of any partners, family members, close friends that are ill in some kind of strife or struggling, and you wish them well, envision them now, what they would look like in a well and happy, prosperous state. What would they look like if everything were okay? What would they look like if they were universally supported? What would they look like if they were healthy and prosperous? And take that image of whatever that is and place it on the wall for each and every one of them that comes to your mind. You might not think of every family member. Some of them are doing okay. But the ones that stand out to you as the least the least prosperous or the least well, let's envision them healthy, happy, prosperous. And take a snapshot of that and take that image and place it on the wall. The loving, kind, understanding, compassionate partner. What does that look like? Place it on the wall. Uncle Fred, when he's not cranky and he's happy and healthy, what does he look like? Happy. Place that image on the wall. Oh, my friend so-and-so, they just sprained their ankle. Oh, all right. Envision them mobile again. Envision them happy with their state. Envision them well. And place that image on the wall. Take it out of your mind, place it on the wall. Don't leave it in your mind. Take it out of your mind, place it on the wall. The mind is only serving to generate the images. It doesn't need to maintain the images. Or at least not long term. Might be in your short term memory for a moment. That's okay. partners, family members, close friends. In the next group, there might be people that we are aware of that are unwell, that we would wish well, but we might not know what they look like. Because there are some people on our planet who are experiencing abnormal amounts of strife, abnormal amounts of stress, and they are experiencing all manner of unwellness. Sure, there are those that are experiencing wellness and happiness, but the ones that are experiencing strife, in your mind, locate where these groups of persons are on the planet, and then envision what that might look like if they were all okay, if they were all well, if they were no longer suffering from disaster or calamity or circumstance. They would look happy and healthy and prosperous and safe. And take this entire concept, this image of wellness, this whole concept out. We probably should have made a sphere, but I didn't. But the wall can still hold this concept. Take all these people in wellness and place this concept on the wall. So far, we've dealt with ourselves. We've addressed loved ones, partners, family. And now we've addressed the ones that we don't know, that we wish wellness for. I know it's weird because even I don't know exactly what a concept looks like, but just that idea on the wall. It'll be okay. As long as it's on the wall, we're good. In the next idea, domesticated animals, pets, your family's pets, your friends' pets. Service animals, these pets that service with either comfort or well-being, or if they provide some kind of service like a service animal. If you are aware of any pets that are unwell, experiencing some kind of strife or struggle, envision this pet healthy, safe, comfortable. Take a mental image of that animal in that state and place that image on the wall. And the next idea. Let's summon from our heart chakra area a golden sphere. It just materializes out of us because we've beckoned forth a golden sphere idea. This golden sphere in this idea is able to open up like a jar. And the next idea we are going to address, animals that are kept but are not wild per se. Kept animals, animals in zoos, ranch animals, pigs, cattle, goats, antelope, chickens, guinea hens, the egg-laying ones. These kinds of animals. And when I say these kinds of animals, and even though I'm saying these kinds of animals, I actually mean their collective, the cattle collective, the swine collective, the goat collective, the chicken collective, these animals whom serve us greatly. And so selflessly, graciously serve. Animals that are kept, animals in zoos that agree to be kept for our enlightenment, for our love, for our attention. All these animals. If you are aware of any of these animals, or even some I haven't mentioned, if you are aware of any kept animals that I've not mentioned, that you are aware of, that are in a struggle, a strife, a suffering, an unwell state, no matter where they are, envision these animals healthy, happy, prosperous, comfortable, at ease, no longer experiencing struggle. Envision all these animals happy. And take the idea of all these happy animals and what their happiness might look like and put it inside the sphere to be amplified. Pull it out of your mind. Pull every unhappy animal out of your mind. And as you pull them out, they become happy and go in the sphere. Put the lid on the sphere so they don't get out. And let them be amplified in there with unconditional love. And please take your sphere and attach it to the wall. Please summon up another golden sphere. Same as the other one, only empty. Its top comes off like a jar. Inside this sphere, we are going to address the idea of wild animals, unkept animals, any kind of wild animal, iguana, lizard, I don't know. You want to address worms? Are worms animals? Herds of things, flocks of things. Indigenous wildlife things. If you are aware of any wild animals experiencing any kind of unwellness, strife, struggle, envision them all healthy, happy, safe, comfortable, protected, supported by the universe. Imagine all of these animals in a well and happy state. Take this concept of all this life and place it inside the sphere, the lid on it. It's inside the sphere being amplified. Please take your sphere and attach it to the wall. My physical ears are hearing the ice cream truck going by. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Anyway, in the next idea, we're going to address marine life. So please, let's summon up another golden sphere, because a lot goes in here. This golden sphere is a comfortable size. Its lid comes off. It is like a jar. Any aquatic life, marine life, under the surface life, or maybe even on the surface life. Pelicans, seagulls, be all right. Water ideal. If you are aware of any freshwater marine life that is experiencing any kind of unwellness, strife, struggle, unwellness, along with the idea of if you are aware of any saltwater life that is experiencing any kind of unwell state, unhappy state, struggle, strife, envision all the aquatic beings. All the aquatic beings in a healthy, happy, comfortable, safe state, happy state. And take this concept of all these happy beings and place all the happy beings inside this sphere. Put the lid on your sphere and attach it to the wall. Doesn't matter if they're big beings or little beings or tiny little itty bitty tadpole beings. They're beings. We're going to do 2 more spheres. The next sphere, please summon up another golden sphere. It is a comfortable size. Its lid comes off. It is like a jar. And in this sphere, if you are aware of any mental things, things you don't care for, any kind of tensions, mental illness, people not getting along, partners in a quarrel, one faction disagreeing with another faction, whatever the faction is or of, all of these mental kind of tension, stress ideas, If you are aware of anything that is at odds, unhappy, imbalanced, blinded, disagreeable, basically unhappy, and we would like to envision this in a well and healthy, happy state, a tension-free state. Envision what tension would look like if it weren't there. What would these things be like if all the tension just dropped, if all the energy just left tension? What if everything was neutral, understanding, compassionate, open, well? So if anything you are aware of that is experiencing tension, strife, illness, mental illness, disagreement, if it's a political thing, if it's a media thing, if it's a social thing, this tension, this unwell state, this imbalance, envision it sorted out. Envision it full of compassion. Envision it solved. And take this concept and place it in the sphere. And put the lid on the sphere and attach this sphere to the wall. The last sphere. Please summon another golden sphere. It is a nice size. It opens like a jar. This is the catch-all sphere. This is where we are going to put the items that I have not addressed. Aside from the planet, we are going to address the planet next. So with exception to the planet, if there are any other topics, things about the surface of the planet, or things that are going on, or if you're aware of one alien race that's, I don't know, shooting spitwads at another alien race and whatever, and you would wish that would just sort itself out. Anything I have not addressed, anything that you are aware of that you would like to personally address that I have not verbalized, please address these ideas now. Envision them healed, healthy, happy, neutral state. And place this idea into the sphere. An example might be, oh, I used to buy these really good tires for my car, but now they've cheapened them and they've under-engineered them. I would wish they would make good tires again. I wonder what good tires would be like. Happy tires. What do those look like? What would happy tires feel like? How happy would I feel if I had happy tires? Take that image, place it in this sphere. They're not carrying my favorite item at the store anymore, and I wish they would carry it again. Take that idea, what it would be like if they would re-carry your item for you, and place this happy idea in the sphere. I could use an extra $10. I wonder what an extra $10 would feel like. That would be nice. I could get that emergency pizza. That would be cool. What would pizza feel like? That's nice. I'd take this idea, put it in the sphere. You know that annoying sound that's down the road that only happens on Tuesday at whatever time? I wish that annoying sound wouldn't be so annoying. What would it be like to not be annoyed? Oh, that feels great. Take that idea, put it in the sphere. This is the catch-all sphere. This is all the stuff I haven't addressed. If you got something that irks you, heal it, put it in this sphere. Oh, my girlfriend's been hounding me for this thing, and I don't know why, and I don't know where to find the thing, and I don't know what to do, and I just wish this was resolved. Envision it resolved and place it in the sphere. Well, I'm a non-physical energy, and I wish I could get along with that other non-physical energy over there because there's something over there I'd like to see, but because I'm a different vibration, I can't get in over there, and I wish they'd just let me take a peek. Envision that solved and place it in the sphere. Yeah, I know, right? Non-physical troubles. Who knew? Let's envision it sorted out. Let's envision it handled. Let's envision it all universally supported and loved unconditionally and cared for to the abundance of well-being, and place the lid on your sphere and place your sphere on the wall. Take a deeper than normal breath if you have lungs. If you're non-physical, some extra pulses of energy, please. Please find your observation kind of position and bring your attention, your awareness to that position, and look at the structure here. You are this golden light being grounded to the planet with this golden tendril coming from your middle out a comfortable distance to this golden wall with all of this unconditional love and vision placed on this golden wall of well-being with spheres with cool stuff in it being amplified and healed. And all of the things that are on this wall are no longer within us. We're not holding on to it because we have addressed it all. We have addressed it all as well as we can. We have envisioned it as perfectly as we can, as thoroughly as we can, with as much unconditional love as we can muster right now when we've placed these things on this wall. We have addressed it. We are free of these things. There is no longer an attachment. All these things are addressed on the wall, even the catch-all stuff. And as we admire this wall for all the unconditional love and well-being that's on it, find its center, kind of sense its center. And then out of the back side of the wall, at this center, envision another golden tendril of light going out a comfortable distance. And at the end of this tendril, envision our planet there as viewed from what we would consider space. Our planet. Earth, Gaia, Mother. And in this vision, you may or may not have a moon. If you have a moon, great. If you don't have a moon, great. Because it is an aspect of our planet, and some people include it and some people don't. And either way is correct. But let's gaze at our planet. And let's think back a moment to our wall, because we've addressed all the people. And we've addressed all the beings. And we've addressed all the marine life. And we've addressed all the tensions. The only things we haven't addressed on the land are vegetations and things. So let's look at our planet for a minute. And if you are aware of any place on our planet that has perhaps experienced a devastation, a destruction, or is in some kind of unwellness or strife. Wherever that area is, as you look at that planet, wherever it is, whatever that destruction looks like, can please envision what it would look like well. What would it look like healed over? What would it look like lush and prosperous and happy and in balance again? What would that look like? Envision the area well. And if you want to put a little drop of your golden energy there on these spots, then put a little drop, a little golden spark on each area. So as you look at it and envision it healed, put a little gold spark on it. Especially if you're focusing on the Caribbean right now. Envision it healed and put a little gold spark on it. Envision it healed and a little gold spark. Because the gold sparks remind you that you've addressed that area already. Oh, damn, well, what if you're on the other side of the planet? Okay, what if you're near the Mediterranean? Or what if you're anywhere in Europe? If you are aware of anywhere on the planet that you are aware of, that you believe is experiencing some kind of unwellness or some kind of calamity or strife or struggle or unwellness. And within the idea of unwellness is pollution, is environmental issues, things on the surface part, on the land part. We're going to address the waters next. So just the land for right now. Of the land masses of the planet, if you are aware of any lands, envision them healed, envision them lush and prosperous, and then put a gold spark on them. So those on the other side of the planet, if they are aware of other things going on there, address those issues and put a gold spark on them. Let's address the waters. As you look and envision your planet, and as you look at the planet's waters, if you are aware of any waters that are experiencing any kind of unwellness, any kind of calamity, any kind of struggle, any kind of strife, any kind of imbalance, even disrepair, if that's a phrase that can be used to describe waters. If you are aware of any waters like that you would wish wellness for, well-being for, health for, comfort for, safety for, maybe it's too big a job. If it's too big a job, just offer it unconditional love. Say, look, Gaia, I don't know how to heal this spot right here. I'm just not quite sure what to do. And we don't need to know what to do, but we place our love here and we envision this all healed, and we place our love here and we mark this spot with a golden spark. If you are aware of a reef that is unwell, envision it well and place a golden spark there. zoom out just a little bit. Now that we've addressed the lands and we've addressed the waters, but we haven't addressed the atmosphere. There's an awful lot going on in our atmosphere lately, and it's getting everybody's attention. In the idea of unconditional love, we may or may not be allowed to modify, move, halt, hinder energies that have been called forth. I know some things just have to unfold. So let's do instead, as we zoom out and we're looking at our planet and we're envisioning the atmosphere, and some spaces have turmoil and some spaces don't. But let's do this. Let's envision our atmosphere healthy. Let's not worry about what's going on in the atmosphere right now. But what would the atmosphere be like if it were just healthy, happy, no big issues? So let's envision our atmosphere, and then let's envision the idea of a golden bubble that kind of hugs our atmosphere and keeps an eye on our planet. The idea of this healthy, happy bubble of well-being and unconditional love and compassion and peace. And allow this golden bubble the power of calm. Now, we know some weather's going to play out, and we don't have a choice in that. But upcoming weathers, maybe we can put enough unconditional love on this bubble that other weathers will be calm, and some people will be spared, and some things might not be so bad. If they are, we'll deal with it, and if they're not, blessings. Because some things we're just not able to stop because they're already too full in motion. But we can wish them to be merciful, and we can wish them to be no more than they have to be, to do their job and serve as those energies will. And we can take comfort in that idea. And that can be okay. Please take a deep breath. If you have lungs, take a deeper than normal breath. And if you're non-physical, some pulses. And then bring yourself up to what you will consider your observer position. And please, let's note the structure. Let's quickly glance at ourselves. This golden radiance on the surface of the planet, grounded to the core, with a golden tendril of light coming from our heart center out a comfortable distance to the idea of a golden wall, with all of our love addressed there. And then outside of the back of the center of that wall, near its heart center, another golden tendril with our healed earth, with its healed lands and its healed waters and its healed atmosphere. Very beautiful structure. And bring your attention to the tendril between the wall and the planet, and somewhere towards the center where this tendril is, lovingly snip that tendril and allow our healed earth to drift away into the idea of source energy and return that vision back to source in a healed state in a well-being state, in an unconditional love state. Allow it to drift away, out of vision. Lovingly notice the tendril from your heart chakra going to the idea of the golden wall, and somewhere towards the center of that tendril, lovingly snip that tendril, disconnect it, and allow the golden wall to drift away into the idea of source energy. Allow this love to drift away to invisibility, into source energy. Please take a series of larger than normal breaths, and please bring your attention back to your physical body. Beautiful golden radiance, experiencing every piece of humanity and every experience available on this planet. How beautiful you are. There will be no reason to disconnect from this energy, because these energies are you. You can hold on to these energies for as long as you like. Allow them to linger the rest of the day if you wish. But as for your body, as for your vehicle, please bring your attention, your focus completely back to yourself. Please become aware of your physical location, your physical surroundings, your reality. Remind yourself of your reality around you. I'm going to bring myself back now. Please drink extra water for the next several days, at least an extra glass per day. Actually, an extra liter would be nice if you can do it, but some people just can't do an extra liter per day. Because when you do energy work, there's an energy exchange that happens. Because we're both physical and non-physical, we work with these energies all the time. There's always energies that are non-physical becoming more physical, and more energies that are physical becoming more non-physical. And water is one of these really excellent things that helps us flush, move, lubricate, and help facilitate these energies in their different states. And it allows us to process them more smoothly. Water is one of these really great materials that is all states of being. It can be all states of being. It can be a liquid. It can be a gas. It can be a solid. It can be all these. It can be physical and all kinds of non-physical states. Water is very excellent to help facilitate this energetic exchange that we do, even if we don't know we're doing it. So that's the explanation of the water. Announcements. I plan on doing a Soul Maintenance Monday on Monday next week, and Wellness Wednesday, as far as I know. We have the equinox coming up Thursday? Friday, Thursday and Friday. I don't have any public things planned. I may have some private things planned, and I might have some private things planned for the weekend. If you do things, good luck with your things. My blessings to you on that. If you do equinox rituals or meditations or those kinds of things, awesome. Do it, because anything that helps the energy expand is awesome to do. It's always the right idea. Don't be afraid. Come out of your shell. It's okay. Can't think of anything else right at the minute. So, those that are watching, if you like these videos, please like. That helps me get more coverage. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you'd like to watch the last video, click over here. Thank you. And until next week, I'll see you then.